Alright, so this is part 2. So now we're going to start drawing all of our main protagonist, Drake's buddies for this generation. This would be technically Gen 3, but this is the one I actually started out with, these characters. These are the original ones. That's why the paper looks so old and torn. So I'm definitely going to redraw these characters up and bring them back to life. Put them back, put this somewhere in a safer space, you know what I'm saying? But I've been keeping them out, keeping up this for a long time. But enough of that, so let's continue drawing our character, Drako, his twin brother. So his eyebrows gonna be more bushier. We'll give him more of a bushier. He took on more of his draconian side, his draconian genes. So in this particular universe, people look humanoid, okay? But they also have their what I'll call spiritual form. Where it's not really talked about out loud inside the universe, but what you see, like, these guys aren't humans, you know? These guys are what you could call draconians or drakons. I'll call them drakons. You know, which come from the underworld. And we're gonna get into the lore later, but right now I'm gonna get princes. They're princes too. At that. Their dad was the former ruler of the Draken race. It was two different lands in the underworld. Various races, but he grew too powerful at one point, you know, and then, you know, they got imprisoned, his race. Each part of his dad is like sealed, they're sealed away in like different places, basically. He was a pretty powerful person. And the rest of his people are sealed in a prison in the underworld, awaiting his return, basically. It's like another little thing. But the main thing is about him joining the tournament. He doesn't know who he is yet. This guy knows who he is, but let's get started. I'm sidetracking. You know, and to me, it's nothing wrong with doing that. It makes what you're doing more fun. And if you're not having fun, like the late great Toriyama, how he used to draw. He used to love to be able to draw anything he wanted to. And I did put on my, like, where I got all my inspirations from on there, and I did not add Dragon Ball Z. And Dragon Ball Z definitely was something I grew up watching. I remember when Goku turned Super Saiyan 1, what you guys call SSJ or whatever. I remember I remember that. So that's definitely one of my inspirations too as well. I forgot to add on my description, so don't feel insulted if you don't see that on there, you know. But I will say, around the time of Star Wars, Clone Wars, and I say Avatar: The Last Airbender, man, I was like, man, you know what? I gotta start drawing again. I gotta start doing something, and I got a lot of different projects I'm gonna start showing you guys. But this is the one that I'm actually in the process of actually doing and writing. I'm on chapter 3 writing this. I'm just redrawing my characters, you know, start introducing them to getting the fan base, introducing them to the world. It's a pretty cool thing, you know. There we go. He has more of a rugged look. People have more of a rugged look. Like that, yeah. Erase this. I should have drew that a little bit lighter so it would be easier to erase. There we go. That. Yeah, his hair is going to be more puffier. Puffy look. Uh-oh. Let me see. in his hair tie, ponytail upwards. Angry look. That's not bad. Let's see. There we go. Boom. Then we have Drako. Both our princes got like royal names, you know what I'm saying? He's named after, because those who don't know, like Drako means dragon, you know, like in the stars, I believe it's Latin. Drako. So a lot of their names are gonna be played on the word draw, basically, a lot of the race. But these are the two and only really people we're gonna see out of this race of the dragons until like maybe later on, season 4, we might see some more more of the people or something. Generation 3, Generation 4, I mean. But there is another character that I will show, give you a sneak peek that I drew. One of my favorite characters that I've been redrawing over the years, and I just decided to add him to this manga. And this is probably be one of the only other dragons of their race that got touched down. And he's actually known for that. Let's see. He's actually known for that. Like, here we go. All right, ready? And boom. The Jade Dragon. He would be essentially their dad's brother. So the dragon race it's split in two in the underworld. So you got the earth realm at the top, you got the underworld at the bottom, and you got, you know, different realms I'm gonna get into later on. But he splits in two. He kind of was like a high ranking member in like the basically the Jade Palace area with a, you know, different, basically like an offshoot of dragons basically, who opposed their father's rule, but he was his brother, and he's literally known as the one who descended basically. So somehow he is going to escape the judgment of the draconian race. You know what I'm saying? He's going to like play like this anti-hero basically. Like, I've been drawing this character for so long now. It's such a cool character to me with the mask, and you know what I'm saying? And I like this character a lot. You know, that's him with the full jacket, you know, all mysterious looking, hair down, you know, green. All this is gonna be green. I didn't color him in. Wooden, like a wooden type of mask. You know, very nice. And then, yeah, it's pretty nice. And then, as you can see, this would be his ancient form. See, I'm gonna add like aspects of actual full forms to versus sticks. See, stick figure. Like, I kept with this concept because it's like my own fingerprint. Every artist has their own little fingerprint. That's a glimpse of what I have to store for the draconian race. You know, this is one of the ancient forms of, only some can reach that form. You know, this is his particular ancient form, the Jade Dragon, basically. Of course, it's gonna be like a jade greenish color. But these are the only two. You know what I'm saying? So this is the kid. He's gonna be known, our main protagonist. He's gonna meet his brother along the way. You know, it's gonna be a pretty nice manga, cartoon, comic, whatever you want to call it. I plan on like doing my own twist on it, so it's gonna look something like totally. This is gonna look like something you've never seen before. So don't judge me, just, you know, support me. Hopefully this is giving you guys inspiration to do your own type of style, bring new type of ways of creativity amongst other people, you know. Color that in. Okay, there. Yeah. And for a long time, I didn't like coloring my drawings in because it don't look right to me, but I figured out a pattern to make it more appealing for the audience. So look at this. This is pretty cool. So we got to draw his belt in, make his pants more darker so we can actually see that. There we go. Like and subscribe, y'all. Stay tuned, man. Put you guys' subscriptions and stuff in the video too, man. If you're into comics and stuff, man, I like checking out amateur comics and people just like me, just doodling around, trying to do something with their talents, I love this style. I fell in love with this style a long time ago, man. And it's so easy to draw, so fun to draw, and it looks good, to me, as long as it looks good to you, people love it. Go Drako. A little bit different. We're gonna color. Yeah, I want it to be more of an updated version because y'all drew it so long ago. So we're gonna color his hair in too. Color his hair in. And I wanted to start with this because this is actually who I started with in the beginning. But I said, you know what? People are going to want to know. Nowadays, people like to know why, what, when, where. They want to know how he got his powers, where he got us from, where his race. People want to know, like, is there science in this world? What do they think about? Like, I'm going to try to include all that, like a whole universe. All the questions. Like there's a creation story inside of this universe, basically. There's a lore on how they believed it was created. I present questions like, who's more powerful, the source or the source manipulator. It's all kind of stuff like this. Basically creating your own universe. Own animals, it's gonna have its own but own like different biomes in this one that's contrary to what we're used to seeing. It's pretty nice. I mean, pretty typical manga anyway, or a cartoon when you're drawing. So let's see if we can get all right, so stay tuned for part 3.